Ano bang ano ko? You're live. You're live, guys. Hello, guys. Parang hindi siya masyado malinaw. Asan ako remote? Where's the remote of my besh?
Ano po sila sa likod ng halaman?
Oh, okay. Why are you so good? Why are you so good, Joy? Hi, mga kabayan! Welcome back to my channel. Oh, ayan. May 5 na pa tayong manunood. Ganyan ba dapat? Oh, we have 8. Hi, what's up? Hi, what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. We will start in a few minutes. In a few minutes. Okay, mag-start na ako dahil, ha? Kamingin ka na may 10 na akong viewers. Hello mga kabayan! Welcome back to my channel, the Pinay Abroad Vlog, the combined vlog version 2.0. Perfect! And I'm your in-life vlogger ng Davao City na nandito pa rin po sa UAE na medyo madilim po ang ating mga lighting dyan. Ganun siya. Dapat pa ganun. Ganun na lang siya para makita po ang mukha ko kasi hindi kita yung mukha ko. So guys, marami ang nagtatanong pa rin sa akin if Dubai or Abu Dhabi or UAE is really open now for tourism. And the answer is, yes. Actually, generally, guys, yung Dubai, especially Dubai, they are open now for tourists. But of course, and like any other countries na who are experiencing pandemic right now, may mga restrictions din talaga na in place yung UAE government, yung UAE authorities. So, for now, I will just go through ano ba yung mga updates na that they're implementing when it comes to traveling here in the UAE. This is just, guys, some of the information that I know na nabasa ko, and some might be not applicable na in the coming days. Kasi nga, dito sa UAE, guys, they are, from time to time, nag-update sila ng mga new rules and new policies when it comes to traveling. Kasi nga, it depends din doon sa situation ng COVID dito sa UAE, di ba? So, just like sa Pilipinas, iba-iba yung mga, what do you call that? Mga rules ng mga pagta-travel. So, dito sa Dubai, dito sa UAE, they are open now for tourism. Dubai heavily relies on tourism. It's one of their major boosting of the economy. Major source of their money. Doon sila kumikita sa tourism. At saka marami din talagang tourist hub and tourist destinations dito sa UAE, especially sa Dubai. But as of the moment, ito yung mga new updates nila. Before, guys, yung mga for few months, like during the holidays, if you have seen my videos about the holiday season, marami din talagang tao sa mga malls nila, and parang, alam mo yun, matao talaga din siya ang mall nila before. But as of the moment, nag-implement na naman po sila ng, kaya nga na ano din namin na, what do you call that? Na-notice din namin na for the past few weeks, medyo kukonti na lang yung mga tao sa mall. And yun, ganun siya. And as of the moment, yung mga shopping malls nila is on 40% capacity. Kape-kape muna tayo, guys. Diba? Kape-kape lang. So, as of the moment, yung malls nila is 40% capacity. Restaurants nila and coffee shops are on 60% capacity, and the hotels as well. Before few weeks ago, nag-hotel po kami, at saka medyo madami-dami, hindi naman masyadong marami, pero may mga nag-check-in din talaga sa hotel and inaalaw nila yung full capacity before. But as of the moment, yung mga hotel and mga pools, private pools or swimming pools are on 60% and 50% capacity. By the way, guys, later you can ask me or now you can post your questions in the chat area. Ganon. So I can answer it to the best of my ability. And later then, may mga nagtanong sa akin via Instagram and Facebook about their situation. So we'll try to answer that. As much as possible, I want to answer the questions usually sa live so other people will know about it as well. So hindi tayo paulit-ulit. Ganon siya. Diba? Mas wise yun siya. And the gyms and are on 50% capacity. Ang buses nila, before ang buses nila, kasi I'm taking public bus dito sa UAE. Buses nila before, inaalaw na nila ng medyo marami-raming tao. Parang wala na social distancing before eh. But for the moment, nag-restrict na naman sila na 75% lang yung capacity ng bus. So, if you have seen my vlog about yung nagpa-public transport ako, yung mga hindi nila pinapasakay yung mga passengers, bumabalik na naman yung mga ganong mga keme, yung mga ganong drama. So 70% pa rin ang capacity ng bus. And for their taxis, 45% capacity. For the public taxis, 3 lang dapat yung sakay ng taxi, including na yung driver. So, dapat 2 lang kayo, hindi kayo pwedeng 3. But for family cars, pwede yung more than 3. Not sure how many are allowed, but pwede ang more than 3. Given na you still have to wear mask. Basta more than 1 kayo sa isang place, yung hindi kayo mag-isa, you have to wear mask. Otherwise, you will be fined for 3,000 dirhams, guys. That's the first offense. 3,000 dirhams, limpak-limpak na magkano yun siya. So, i-times niya na ng 13. So, ganun yung fine niya. So, what else? May mga questions and answers dito that we can answer, by the way. Wait lang. By the way, the cinemas in the UAE, closure of movie theaters and parties is not allowed. For mga gatherings like weddings, dapat maximum of 10 people lang yung bisita nyo. And it should be the first family members. Ganun siya. So, now guys, if you're going here in the UAE via tourist visa, at kapag yung flight nyo is, actually, if your final destination in the UAE is Dubai, and yung flight nyo is landing here in Abu Dhabi, you have to have an Abu Dhabi tourist visa or anong visa na dapat issued siya ng Abu Dhabi. Hindi siya dapat issued ng Dubai. Otherwise, hindi kayo papapasukin or papapasahin ng immigration nila. So, even if your destination is not Abu Dhabi, pero pag yung flight mo is from Philippines or any other countries, and yung flight mo is going to Abu Dhabi, you have to have visa that is issued by the Abu Dhabi. Hindi dapat siya issued ng any other Emirates kapag nagland kayo dito kasi hindi kayo papasukin ng immigration. That's it. So, we will go through the questions and answer portion. Okay. From Mr. Vishal Ansley Fit. So I believe sa India to siya. I believe he is in India right now. Will it be good to travel UAE after Ramadan? Actually, if you are planning to work here in the UAE, like look for a job, Ramadan time is not really a good time to look for a job here in the UAE. So it would be better if after Ramadan, because what is happening during Ramadan is that yung like managers, mga HR officers might not be in their offices kasi nga their what they call that, office hour, working hours is lessened. And usually I've read an article that usually HR managers during Ramadan or managers usually they go for vacation during Ramadan so they can relax. So I'm not I'm not like it's not a good time for you to look for a job during Ramadan. So after Ramadan, it might be a good time. So like towards going to winter na siya. Medyo that is a very good idea. From Miss Kathleen Danganan. Ma'am, okay lang po ba mag-apply dyan bago mag-Ramadan, mga March po? Madami po bang hiring? Okay. Actually, sorry. Actually, Kathleen, okay siya basta before Ramadan and after Ramadan, but not during Ramadan, I would suggest. But if you will ask me what is really the best time to go here in the UAE, that would be like mga towards October or towards October to November. Kasi hindi na siya masyadong mainit dito. Basta wag kang pumunta dito ng Ramadan. That is a very no-no for me, ha, if you will ask me. So that's a very no-no kapag pumunta kayo dito ng Ramadan. Huwag kayo pumunta dito ng Ramadan. There's nothing here. Charot lang. Hindi siya good idea to go here during Ramadan. Okay, so we will go through the questions the questions in Instagram and what do you call that? Facebook. Okay. From what? From Kathleen Danganan. Sabi niya, okay. Ask ko lang po kasi husband ko nasa UAE, na-hire po siya na mag-work na po siya but then wala pa rin po siyang work visa or permit. Na-expired po yung tourist visa niya at nag-renew ng 1 month kasi wala pa rin daw siyang work visa. Shoulder po niya yung tourist visa kasi na-expired po yung 1 tourist visa niya. Okay. Actually guys, although you can look for a job here in the UAE when you are on tourist visa, but it's not really allowed to work during your tourist visa because there are employers talaga in the UAE na gagamitin yung yung tourist visa nyo for So you have to check kung may kung may contract na ba siya na pirmahan, and then ask for that copy of that contract. Kasi hindi po talaga siya allowed to work on a tourist visa. Kasi kapag nahuli kayo, magkaka-fine kayo niyan. So, dapat hindi siya mag-work on tourist visa. I'm just lucky na with our company, they don't do these things. Kasi dapat, hindi nila pinapapasok pa if you don't have a valid work permit, something like that. So, they really go through this legal process. From Claire. Claire, ma'am, hanggang kailan po kayo mag-update ng live? August po kasi balak namin mag-Dubai. Okay. No, actually, Claire, I'm trying to do live every Friday as long as I can. Hanggang nandito po ako sa UAE, I will do live updates and everything. So, you don't have to worry. Hi from Jinky Borja. Hi, Miss Lerm. Hello po. May question po ba kayo or shout out na lang po? Shout out po pala kay Sir, wait lang ha, sino pa? Sir Francis Luz. Shout out po kay Sir Francis Luz. Hello po, kung nanonood ka. Guys, if you have questions you can ask me in the chat box. From Jinky Borja, sabi niya po, legit po ba ang freelance visa na nagkalat sa Facebook group? I'm not sure kung yung Facebook group niyo is legit, but there is a freelance visa po dito sa UAE. Actually, nabasa ko na yan siya, but there is a freelance visa in the UAE. I can make a video on that maybe in the next coming days. But there is a freelance visa here in the UAE po, Miss Jinky. Okay. From Mr. Vishal, I want to apply for fitness professional in gym and studio open. If I will come with 3 months visa after Ramadan, will it be good? Mr. Vishal, yeah, actually it's good after Ramadan. You can visit here, but not during the Ramadan. So, next is, wait lang. Next question. From Miss Kathleen, it's better po na yung husband nyo is mag-ask ng copy of the contract. Siguro, and then you can ask the labor or the more, more about it. Next, from Frostbite. Sino ba si Miss Frostbite, PTRP? She said, hello ma'am, pwede po magtanong kasi nasa Saudi ako now and gusto ko po mag-cross country sa Abu Dhabi. Ask ko lang po ano po yung mga need gawin, lalo na po sa immigration. If need po pa mag-exit visa dito sa company ko or tourist visa, okay na po yun. Miss Frostbite, I have a subscribers, dalawa actually sila na from Saudi to here in the UAE. So yung ginawa nila is that nagkuha sila ng tourist visa dito and then actually yung isa, he already have an employer here in the UAE. So yung employer niya ang nagastos ng mga tourist visa niya going here. Yung isa, what he did was from Saudi, nag-tourist visa sa dito sa UAE and then naghanap siya ng work. But sabi niya, he has, lalaki pala siya. Meron po siyang ticket papuntang Pilipinas. So parang yung drama niya is that nag-tourist siya dito and then parang alam mo yun, pupunta na siya dito sa UAE na for leisure purposes, magliliwaliw. And then he has ticket going back to the Philippines. So from Saudi to UAE, then UAE to Philippines, may ticket po siya. Yun yung pong ginawa niya. So, kasi kapag pumasok ko pa dito sa UAE, you have to have exit ng flight na kung saan ka babalik ka ba ng Saudi or uuwi ka na ng Pilipinas. So, yun po yung ginawa niya. From Miss Kathleen, magpupunta ako dyan as tourist po sa Dubai. Ako maglaland. Pero Abu Dhabi po destination ko. May requirements po ba? Kasi mas mura pag naka-Dubai magland galing sa Pilipinas. Okay. Yung some requirements na nabasa ko, Miss Kathleen, is that you have to have a PCR test. And then, kung Abu Dhabi ang destination mo, I think, kasi yun yung sinabi dito, that you have to have a tourist visa na issued ng Abu Dhabi. And then, since you're from Philippines, kinakailangan mong mag-quarantine for 14 days kapag nasa Dubai ka magland. 14 days, that is aside from the negative PCR test na i-undergo mo upon arrival in the Dubai airport. And kapag papasok ka dito, Miss Kathleen, kailangan may PCR test ka din na valid within 48 hours, I think, kung papasok ka dito sa Abu Dhabi, or yung rapid test. Pwede ka mag-rapid test sa border. From Jinky, Miss Lerma, sa Dubai or Abu Dhabi po ba may mga computer shop na pwedeng mag-print ng visa? Wala po kasi akong kilala sa UAE. Okay. Yes, meron naman po Miss Jinky, pero medyo mahal po yung printing dito. So kung may kakilala kayo sa office nagtatrabaho, pwede kayo mapaprint sa kanya. Kasi yung mga ginawa ko mga kakilala ko, friend, and my cousin, sila rin yung nagprint ng CV ko. Kasi kapag dito ko sa UAE, kapag nag-walk-in ka or nag-apply ka sa mga companies, medyo maraming visa kasi i-print mo. So, damihan talaga siya. Maybe, what you can do is that mag-apply ka na lang sa online. Kasi usually naman dito sa UAE, online na lahat So, that would be a good idea. From Lori. Ma'am, mga coffee shop po ba sa Dubai? Marami po bang open ngayon? Actually, here in the UAE, guys, there are a lot of jobs, pero yung offer lang kung magugustuhan nyo. May mga trabaho naman din, especially for women, sa mga babae, it's a little bit easy for women to look or to get a job here in the UAE kasi, yun lang, mas ang women dito. Mas may puruhan makahanap ng trabaho agad-agad. What else? From Kathleen Christine. Okay. Ito po yung case ni Miss Christine. I just want to ask po, kung yung relative mo sa Dubai is magbabakasyon po dito sa Philippines, and isasabay ka po pabalik dyan sa and tourist visa po ang gagamitin, ano po ang requirements? Kailangan pa rin po ba ng affidavit of support at kung okay lang, po ba may maipakita lang po na certain amount sa bank para sabihin po yun na bank support ng tour. Kasi po, pinsan siya ng mother ko pero same kami ng middle name. Mahirap pa rin po ba ngayon sa immigration? Okay. Actually, normally guys, before pandemic, pwede ka naman pumasok dito sa UAE nang walang aberya talaga na kahit may first cousin ka or second cousin kapag nag-tourist ka, especially kapag galing ka sa isang country, pag nag-cross country ka. But there are a lot of, actually, ang daming nagme-message sa akin talaga recently na offload sila because the immigration in the Philippines is asking if they have relative here in the UAE kung may magsusupport sa kanila. Kasi before, nung pandemic, guys, ang dami nilang napauwing, alam mo yun, mga nag-expire na yung mga tourist visa dito, hindi nakahanap ng trabaho kasi wala namang trabaho that time. Close naman ang mga establishments. So, yung ano talaga, yung UAE, the Philippine government, yung nagpa-uwi sa kanila. So, medyo malaking gastos yun. So, syempre, they have to make sure that if something happened to you here na hindi naman sa but if something happened to you here, may magsusupport sa'yo at may kapamilya kang, alam mo yun, kapamilya kang maaasahan dito sa UAE in case something happened. Okay, so I would suggest, Christine, pwede ka siguro mag-ano ng bank mo and then yung mga nagastos ko, Christine, is that more or less mga 50,000 pesos. So maybe may ka dapat pocket money ka siguro na 30,000 pesos, ganun. Yung 50,000 pesos ko is that yung may na ako, may 1 month na bayad na ako dito sa titiran ko and then 1 month allowance na ganun. So mga more or less 50,000 pesos yung mga nagastos ko. From Jinky. Okay. Uso po ba mag-walk-in applicant sa UAE kapag mag-apply since COVID po o mas advisable na po ang online na lang? Meron po kayong recommendation ng online job search. Okay, from Jinky. Jinky, actually sa UAE, meron mga walk-in naman din. You can do walk-in but you have a point actually na kasi COVID na. So better if you can apply online. I have yung mga online site doon sa isang sa isang vlog ko, may mga link doon na mga online job search. Message me in Instagram and I will send that to you. Hello, ma'am. Bala ko po mag-travel from Aileen. Hello? Hello, ma'am. Bala ko po mag-travel UAE next month pero wala po akong relative dyan sa UAE. Any suggestion po para malaman ko po kung ano ang gawin ko? Okay. Aileen, actually, kung in just my idea, my idea. If you don't have a relative here in the UAE, I would really suggest na mag-cross country kayo. Kasi, bakit kayo pupunta dito sa UAE, di ba, kung wala kayong relative? If you are an immigration officer, why you are going here in the UAE? It's an expensive country to go for a tourist. And there are other, Asian countries na mura, like Malaysia, hindi masyadong mahal. And then Singapore na medyo mas malapit and no visa. So if you don't have a relative here, what you can do maybe is magpunta ka sa isang country, mag-cross country ka, most probably Asian country, like Malaysia, Singapore, or Thailand, and then from that country going here. I'm not sure. What I'm not sure is that if they are open right now for tourists. So yun lang po ang dapat nyong i-check kung open na po sila. Kung anong mga countries yung open as of the moment for tourists. From Claire, kung 50K po kasama na nilalaman sa bank account? Okay. So Claire, maybe maglagay ka ng mga 30K sa account mo and then that is aside from your allowances. And then from the reservations, huwag mo na isali doon. From Jenny V. Gonzalez. Okay. Nag-message po siya sa Instagram. Madam, what sabihin ng friend ko dyan sa Dubai if negative ang PCR test? No need for home quarantine of 14 days. Okay. Um, Jenny, if you are going to Dubai from Philippines, so yung ano, 'di ba, kailangan may PCR test ka na ano, dapat valid 72 hours before ng flight mo. And then paglapag mo dito sa Dubai, you still have to go through a PCR test which should be negative also, of course. And then you still have to do home quarantine. For Dubai, I think it's 14 days, and for Abu Dhabi, I think it's 10 days. So, kailangan mo pa rin home quarantine for now. Yun yung latest eh. Before actually, before when you have like negative PCR result sa Dubai, ano siya, dapat or no need na for home quarantine. Pwede ka nang magliwaliw actually after ng ano mo. Pero I read something na kinakailangan mo pa rin mag home quarantine for 14 days, I think. So, sabi dito iba, 14 days ng home quarantine even if negative ka PCR test. I will message you kung may manabasa man ako ulit na update. Jenny V. Okay. Sabi niya din po kung may hiring at paano yun siya. Actually, Genevieve, what I did when I went here, nung nakapag-work na ako dito is that pumunta ako dito ng tourist and then dito na ako nag-apply. Kasi for the moment, Jenny, hindi sila nag-aano ng, alam mo yun, applicant from the Philippines and papasok dito. Hindi pa sila nag-aalaw as of the moment ngayon. So, what others usually do is that pumupunta dito as tourists and then dito na mag-apply. Okay. Freshest vlog. Okay. Hello po. Hi. Pwede na po bang mag-travel sa UAE? And mag-visa po sa akin asawa ko po. Ano po yung requirements? Thanks po. Ano po, Miss Precious, may husband visa po na dito sa UAE. But I think he has to have 4,000 dirhams na salary kapag ganun. 4,000 pataas. I-send ko sa'yo, Miss Precious. Via Instagram. DM me in Instagram, Pinay Abroad Vlogs. Para na akong dito, di ba? Online selling. Next. From KitKat. Sino pa ba? Freshest Vlogs. Sino pa ba ang nagtanong dito? Hindi ko nasagot. Mr. Vishal. Okay. Do we have to have travel, hotel booking, and show money of 2,000 dirhams and immigration? For the show money, I don't think they are asking usually for show money. Dito sa immigration, usually what they ask is yung visa, if you are required to have a visa, and then your passport. And then if you don't have relative here, of course, you have to have hotel bookings, accommodation, because where you will stay. So, but I don't think there is show money. I haven't encountered na nagsho-show money po sila. Show money. Okay. From Supercath from Instagram. Okay. Hi, ma'am. Any suggestion po na country na pwede mag-cross country bago pumunta sa Abu Dhabi? Mag-tour po sana ako and hahanap din ng work. No relative po sa UAE. Tsaka yung work ko po, naka-under ako sa business ni mama. Any advice po? So usually, ang mga kina-cross country from, like when you are going here in the UAE, is yung mga Asian countries na medyo open. Ako, nag-Singapore ako kasi ang Singapore wala namang visa. Or you can go to Malaysia. Malaysia is much cheaper compared to Singapore. Medyo mahal kasi din sa Singapore. So maybe you can go Malaysia. And then, since you don't have a work, under ka ng business ng mama mo. So, maybe you can provide a business permit ng yung business ng mama mo na doon ka nag-work. So you have to provide business permit na yun yung source ng money mo. Kasi kapag nag-tourist ka, di ba, kailangan mong i-establish, you have to establish the fact that you have enough money to, for leisure travel here in the UAE because UAE is not a very cheap country. Medyo mahal din talaga sa UAE. So, ganon. You have to establish that fact. Char. Drama. Okay. From Heidi. Pwede na po ba visit visa yung employer ko dati ang sponsor kasi wala kami agency dito sa Pinas kaya ginawang visit visa. From Heidi, okay. Yung mga company ngayon, Heidi, is that they cannot get entry permit kapag nag-hire sila from outside the UAE, like from Philippines. Di pa sila pwedeng makakuha ng entry permit para makapasok kayo dito. So, usually, yung mga ginagawa, I'm not sure if it's applicable pa kung galing ka sa Pilipinas ngayon kasi medyo strict ang immigration sa ngayon. So, yung iba, yung parang yung isang subscriber ko din, from Saudi siya, na-hire siya ng employer niya dito sa UAE. So what they did is that pumasok siya dito as tourist dito sa UAE. So nakapasok naman siya. Tapos dito na inarrange yung mga papers niya for employment. For your case, maybe what you can do is mag-tourist ka din dito. And if you have family member here, mas better. Kasi ngayon, kahit na, actually before, when you are tourist here in the UAE, hindi naman talaga required na may kamag-anak kayo dito. Kasi nga, magtuturist kayo, di ba? Not necessarily na may kamag-anak kayo dito. Pero nga, yung case nga ng pandemic, so medyo strict yung immigration ngayon. So kahit naka-tourist, visa ka, they are asking if you have relative here in the UAE na magsusupport sa'yo in case there are uncertain things na mangyayari. Sana naman wala. From Warehouse RMA. Warehouse RMA. Okay. Uso pa po ba walk-in? Okay. Yeah. Actually, dito sa UAE, guys, there are certain things that you can do para mag-apply. Pwede kayong online, which is the most common one, and pwede kayong mag-walk-in din. Pwede kayong mag-walk-in. Wag naman yung lantarang walk-in kasi alam naman nila na yung nagtuturist dito is nagtatrabaho, naghanap ng work, but wag kayong alam mo yun, discreet lang. Hindi talaga siya technically allowed, but of course, they know it. They're not idiot naman. They know that when you are going here as tourist, may mga cases or most cases, mag-a-apply talaga kayo ng trabaho dito. Pero wag naman yung masyadong lantaran. Basta pwedeng dito, mag-walk-in. Pwedeng mag-walk-in, pwedeng mag-online. From Joey Buhay Abroad. Hello po, sir. Shout out. Wala pong question si sir, pero po siya. May vlog din si sir. Joey Boy ng Buhay Abroad. From, sino ba to siya? FHHVV. Okay, please help me po. Saan po ba kita pwede mag-PM? Hello, you can PM me in my Instagram, Pinay Abroad Vlogs. From Miss April, hi po. Hello, do you have any questions before we end our live sessions? By the way, guys, I am doing live sessions every Friday. Every Friday na po, Philippine time, 4 p.m. Kung nasa UAE kayo, that is 12 noon. Minsan late lang ng 10 minutes, gano'n. But it's usually Friday, 4 p.m. If you have any other questions, you can PM me always in my Instagram. I would suggest, guys, Instagram talaga kasi pag YouTube kasi minsan madami ng messages, so I cannot really track ano ba yung case niya, ano ba yung tinatanong niya sa akin. So minsan nawawala siya. I would suggest that you PM me in my Instagram. So sa PM kasi, di ba, yung parang yung thread ng messages nyo, makikita ko. So that would be better. So PM me in my Instagram, Pinay Abroad Vlogs. Perfect. Okay. Let me just check if there are questions that hindi pa nasagot. Wait. May nag-PM din kasi sa akin dito sa Facebook. Okay. Meron po pala tayo si Miss Isa Malabanan. Hello po. Hi, good day, ma'am. Was about to travel in Albania this March 25 as tourist, but my boyfriend will be sponsoring all my travel costs. Albania. Can you give me some tips regarding that matter? I also have resigned my job last year and still have my company ID with me. Will it be enough as proof of employment to the immigration? Okay. So, Miss Isa, when you resigned for job last year, I think it will not be enough kasi yung COE usually 1 month lang yung tinitingnan na validity. So, ganun po siya. I think it will not be an enough proof of employment if your employment certificate was issued last year. Kasi pag employment certificate, usually 1 month siguro ang validity noon. Kasi, di ba, baka may ano, something like that. So I think it will not be enough po. Who else? Hello po from Miss Joy Tuazon. Do you have any other questions, Charot lang. Thank you so much, guys. And again, please DM me in my Instagram, Pinay Abroad Vlogs, if you do have any other questions aside from those things that we have talked about here. Bye, guys. See you next Friday.